Hello and welcome to the Projector Sewing channel, where we go over everything related to using a projector for sewing. Today I'm going to help you with the best sewing projectors of 2024. Each of these projectors have been set up for sewing, calibrated, and had a pattern cut out using them. None of these projectors are sponsored in any way, and I bought them all with my own money. I've narrowed my list of recommended projectors to the top choices for 2024. So let's jump in to the top sewing projectors. While there are all kinds of sewing projectors that work for sewing, short throw projectors are some of the best. Any short throw projector should work for sewing purposes, but this projector is the top pick. The Optima ML1050ST is a bright, clear, and portable projector that will produce a great image size for any sewing project. Its portable size makes it an ideal projector for multiple setups, including tripods, tension rods, desk clamp, wall-mounted, or ceiling-mounted. You will need at least 28 inches between lens and cutting surface for about an A1 matte image size, which is the minimum recommended size for sewing. That is at least 36 to about 38 inches between ceiling and cutting surface. The higher you can mount it, the larger your image will be. The cons of this projector is that it does come at a premium price and doesn't include Wi-Fi connections. A Wi-Fi connection can be added using an Optima dongle or a third-party casting device. You can also get the previous version, the Optima ML750ST. It doesn't come with autofocus, but it works great too, especially since the autofocus feature is not useful for sewing. Looking secondhand can also save you money on this projector. If budget is not a constraint, then go for the absolute best. You'll be pleased with the image size, the quality, and the portability of this projector. The AAXA SLC 450 is an alternative to the Optima ML 1050 short throw projector. It provides the trifecta of small size, great throw ratio, and budget. While it's still not the cheapest projector you can buy for sewing, it is the cheapest short throw lens projector currently available on the market. With a throw ratio of 0.7, you can get an image size of a 24 by 36 inch mat in only about 25 inches from lens to table. At raising it up to 37 inches, you're going to get an image size that's about 50 inches wide. As you can see from the specs, this projector is a lot less bright than the Optima. However, the brightness is not an issue in most sewing rooms, especially if you can create a dim environment by using curtains on windows or cutting at night. This projector is an excellent choice for those that don't have the ceiling height for a mini or standard throw projector, or those that want a larger image size in the space they have. Due to its small size, this projector is a great choice for tripod, desk clamp, and tension rod setups. This projector can also be mounted to the wall or ceiling. Check the description for a link to a full review of this projector. I wanted to take just a moment from the best projectors for sewing to talk about mounting options for these projectors. This mount was custom designed for sewing purposes and fits most of the recommended projectors. You can order these custom mounts directly from projectorsewing.com using the description link below. Now, back to our list of best sewing projectors. Are you looking for a cheap option to get you started projector sewing?
Oh, yeah!
Then a mini projector is the way to go. These are the cheapest projectors new, but often the descriptions can be misleading. That is a big reason why it is important to go with a recommended projector. We have found the Yoton and Akio projectors to be a great budget choice for sewing. Both of these projectors are the same model, but they're by different sellers. The Yoton has a Wi-Fi or an HDMI only option. If Wi-Fi capabilities are important to you, make sure to choose the Yoton with the Wi-Fi. However, we found the connection to some computers to be finicky. I recommend just getting an HDMI cable if you are using a computer. You can add a casting device later for Wi-Fi if you would like. The selling points of this projector are its price and image size. At a price of around $50, this is one of the cheapest projectors out there, and it has a throw ratio of 1.2. That throw ratio means it's on the lower end of a standard throw projector. But similar to other budget projectors, you're going to notice that the image is a little bit blurry towards the outside edges. But the image size is great. Even at 43 inches from lens to table, you're going to get about an A1 matte size. That means if you have 50 inches from your ceiling to your cutting surface, you're going to get a decent image size. Anything higher will give you a larger image. The brightness is not very high. I tested it at about 73 lux lumens in my studio, so you will need to use a dim environment. If you can cut at night, this shouldn't be an issue. You can also put blackout curtains on your windows to create a more dim environment. Like other mini projectors, this projector needs to be centered above your cutting surface. Ideal setups include mounting on the ceiling. Make sure to check the description for a link to the custom sewing mount below. You can use tripods with an attached extension arm or tension rods, again with an attached extension arm to extend it over the center of your mat. To get a good projector for sewing, you do not always need to buy new. Projectors can be found secondhand for a good price and work well for sewing. The most common projectors bought secondhand for sewing are ultra short throw projectors. These projectors can seem huge compared to the other projectors mentioned in this video. Any ultra short throw projector will work, but since we will be pointing the projector at a table instead of the wall, look for a projector that doesn't have a bump or a vent on the end opposite of its lens. I'll post a link below to a couple of eBay sellers who have worked with selling projectors for sewing. These projectors will typically sit on a cutting table or a shelf or a stand next to your cutting table. I'll put a link below to an article for what to look for in a used ultra short throw projector. Due to this projector's price without added features for sewing, I felt like it couldn't be included in the top projectors for sewing. But I actually really like this one, not only for sewing, but as a TV replacement. So if you're planning on using your sewing projector for more than sewing, consider buying a little bit more expensive projector than the cheapest you can find. The TV and movie watching experience will thank you. This projector comes with Google Play and Android TV built right in, and you can access your favorite streaming apps. This projector has a good throw ratio for sewing at 1.2. You will need a minimum of about 43 inches from lens to ceiling for an image that is about an A1 matte size. The higher you can go, the larger your image size will be. It comes in a very portable size and has that 100% offset, making this projector another fabulous option for many different setups, including tripods and a tension rod setup. The brightness on this projector is one of the best of the projectors reviewed in this video at 400 ISO lumens, which is 500 ANSI lumens. The native resolution of the Mogo 2 is 720 pixels, but if you want a higher resolution, you can go with the upgraded model, which is the Mogo 2 Pro, and it has a 1080 pixel resolution. The autofocus is not really a great feature for sewing. In fact, I usually turn that off for sewing, but for TV and movies, it's absolutely great. If you're looking for a projector to replace a TV and double as a sewing projector, this is a great option. The 4-point keystone correction is an easy way to get calibrated quickly. Overall, this is a good dual sewing and TV projector. It will work for both purposes. Let's review the best projectors for sewing for 2024. Remember, everyone's needs and wants are different, so your preference may not be in this exact order. The first one is our Optima ML1050 ST. It's a quality portable projector with good brightness and large image size. Next is the AAXA SLC450, a budget short throw projector. Next we have the Yoton or Akio mini projectors. They are the cheapest way to start sewing with a projector and still get a decent image size. Finally, we have used ultra short throw projectors. They will create the largest image size in the shortest distance.
One of the biggest factors to consider when you are choosing a projector for sewing is your sewing space and how large of an image you would like for cutting. If you would like a step-by-step process on how to choose a projector for your sewing space, set it up, calibrate it, and get started cutting out your first patterns, make sure to check out my complete projector confidence course. You can find a link for it in the description below, or wait till the end of this video and you'll see a link you can click on. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.